The assessment tool, creating auto-graded quizzes and tests inside of Echo. The thought of that might be a little daunting to you, when in actuality, it's super simple. We're going to create one together right now. Let's jump into It's a Digital World. And you know where to go, the course editor. And we're going to add, boy, this course is getting long and disjointed, isn't it? We'll add to this course. We're going to choose assessment. And off we go. This quiz is going to be about knitting, the knitting quiz. You know the drill. This is just like every other activity. We can add content. We can add instructor notes to the student. We can also add companion material if there's something you want the kids to read or something that goes along with this quiz. The next tab, you know, we just go right down this row, don't we? The next tab is questions. So here it says there are no questions yet. We're going to click new question, which is down here at the bottom. Lots of people look for it over here. Not there. It's down here. New question. So we have many options inside this quiz. If you click on the drop down, you have all of these choices of what kind of question to ask. The example today is going to be multiple choice, and we will do a future video that goes through the rest of these so you can have a little visual of how those go. So let's get started. So we'll just make our first question very simple. We're establishing prior knowledge about this topic. So knitting and crocheting are the same, same thing. So this is just going to be a little true or false. True, false. And to show which answer is correct, we just answer it. Knitting and crocheting are the same thing. That is false. And we want to give a little question feedback. If students miss that, let's just do it always. Every time they answer these questions, let's let them know that knitting is done with 2 needles and crocheting is done with 1. So there's our question, right? That question is finished. We can add a second question right here, right? Historically, knitting was done by, and we'll have it be multiple choice. Men, women, both. And the answer is way long ago, it was really a men's activity. So we'll add some question feedback here. And we'll say, way back, this is a very formal answer. Way back in the day, knitting was for men only. And we'll give them that feedback only if they get it wrong. So we can keep marching along here. Let's see, I want to attach some standards to these. So I'm going to highlight question number 1 and choose the standard that I want attached. We only put 1 standard per question. And now I want to highlight the second question and choose a standard for that one. So we're all set there. We're going to go through our data. You know I like to add a thumbnail. I want everything to be all beautiful inside of my Echo course. And I could add a description right here in case I share it to the community tool, to the library, so other people can use this fantastic knitting quiz as well. We already did our objectives. We timed each question. We go through the scoring tab as usual. I do not want this to be written communication. I want it to be a knowledge and thinking score. I'll give them a due date. You guys know this part really well, right? The navigation, but assessment settings is a new tab and there are lots of choices. You can give kids unlimited attempts, 1 or 2. I just want them to have 1 chance on this. And you can have all the questions be on 1 page, 1 question per page, whatever your preference is, and you can randomize it. Additionally, you have all of these choices as well. But I think I'm all set on this quiz now, so I'm going to click Save. And let's take a look at this so you can see what it looks like from the student perspective. We'll preview our quiz. And, well, maybe we can even take this quiz so you can see what the answers look like for students as well. So here's our knitting quiz. Kids go down to the corner and click Start. And there it is. We wanted all questions on 1 page so they both show up. Knitting and crocheting are the same thing. Let's get that one wrong. True. Historically, Knitting was done by, let's miss this one too. We'll just not do well on our prior knowledge quiz, but maybe it's because we don't know anything about knitting. Do we want to submit now? Yes. And here we go. This is what it looks like when you always give feedback. So it showed the correct answer and gave that feedback. Showed the correct answer and gave that feedback. Now, if I don't want students to see the correct answer, I had those options when I was setting up the quiz. So you might want to play with that a little bit, preview it so that you know what it looks like when you give the quiz to your students. And I would encourage you to give this auto-graded quiz and testing tool a try. Stay tuned for more detailed assessment videos in the future.